Nobody wants to see suffering children, without question. And those pictures are, break your heart the same way these parents break your heart. And it shouldn't be a contest of who's worse off at this point. But when you have to question some of the images that you're seeing, for example, we talk about separating the parents and the children. The lieutenant governor from Texas explained that it's not always what it appears, and he knows firsthand. Here's what he said.
Of these children and teenagers that we're talking about, over 70% came here on their own, about 40,000 this year by themselves. And you just cannot accept, and I've been on the border many times, you can't accept that these are the real parents. The drug cartels control the border. They make as much money or a lot of money on smuggling people as much as they do drugs. And so they'll send these families in. They'll extort a lot of money from them. They'll send these families in to take up a lot of border patrol. And then they smuggle the drugs in the other direction, or the other people who are paying them more. So right now, the drug cartels are looking at America and they're laughing. The president is right on this. No one wanted to separate these kids, but he was following the law. Obama did the same thing. We know all that now, and that's in the past. We need to move forward.
What's your reaction?
We need to fix that which is broken. That's government's charge. Government is supposed to prevent harm, not merely respond to it, and not get caught up in a news cycle. This needs to be done. It's not a want, it's a need. Congress has the power. The president has the pen. They should get together, and this should not wait till after the midterms. Yeah. Midterms are too late. We need to solve it now. We can get through the House, and if necessary, then we have to go nuclear in the Senate by a 51 vote instead of 60.
You talk about getting through the House, and I was talking to one of the House lawmakers earlier today, and he said the thing that was missing from the current bill was E-Verify. That would be, in his opinion, the thing that would get the last couple holdouts over the line, but that a lot of people in the business community don't want it because it means that you have to verify all of your workers. They don't want to deal with the expense, and they don't want to deal with the reality. What do you think about that?
Look, I think it's a responsibility that they need to bear, the same as they've got to have withholding taxes, and they've got to be responsible to the government for their employees. This is an added step. It's reasonable. It's necessary. It's in our national security interest. It's also in our economic interest. So, it may be a burden on them, but it's a burden worth the imposition on business. And it's not going to mean any other or undue expense on their part beyond which they should bear as a responsible business.
Right. They have to hire legal people is what it's going to mean. Brad Blakeman, thank you for your insight.